Hello everyone! I am Surrendal the Awesome, and I'm back, and I'm ready to look at some more r/insane parents. But before I get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if I can't convince you, perhaps this picture of my cats here, cooking, will convince you. Without further ado, let's get to this. So this first post here says, 5-year-olds on a date. Oh, this should be fun. And this person here says, I have to post this, because I cannot wrap my head around why my boy looked forward to this date all week just to be told by the manager at Texas Roundhouse in Fruitland, Maryland, that he was not going to be able to have his own table. From the beginning, I told the hostess he was going to have his own table and that he was paying with his own check. I gave 2 separate phone numbers for my table and his. Both numbers were notified their own table was ready, and we were seated by the hostess at 2 separate tables. I was could clearly see, then supervise them. Okay. They ordered their own drinks and with their waitress, who then looked at me confused, and I assured her that he was going to pay his own bill. She proceeds to go tell every other server on shift about her table. Well, yeah, of course I would kind of want to do the same thing. And then ultimately goes to the manager, who tells me we have customers waiting for a table. I wouldn't care if they told me that they needed to order off the regular menu, but to deny my son and his date the service that their own table, to discriminate against him because he is 5, he had his own wallet, he ordered his own drinks and was buttering his own rolls, and because this waitress wanted to make sure she got a good tip, he was no longer able to have his own table that he waited for. I am disgusted, and I am hurt that this is the example this establishment set for my son and for any child who is learning the way of the world. Shaking my head. Okay. I am trying so hard to keep a straight face, and this is a lot harder than it sounds. I'm gonna give this a 35 out of 50. I mean, this is kind of more weird than actually insane, and, I could kind of see this person being more of a Karen than anything, but this isn't, like, abuse insane, and also, let me point out the most obvious thing. The kid is 5. I've had pizzas that have lasted longer than most 5-year-old relationships. Hell, I've even had pizzas that have lasted longer than most middle school relationships. This next post here says, my 24-year-old female, narcissistic spawn point, 65-year-old female, uninvited herself for my wedding because I called her out for her abuse over the years. She also hired my abuser, don't know really his age, male, and befriended him again. And this person here says, beautiful. Did you have a feeling and get a manicure? Very, very romantic. And kudos to Blake. Don't worry, I don't expect an invitation to the wedding, although I will never apologize for affording to help and living my life. You left. I've still got this big old house to take care of, and that is deeply in debt. I could have done what you did and really saved blank, but of blank. Please, take that into consideration when you consider judging me so harshly. Love you, Mom. Okay, I really think this person is, trying to say that, oh yeah, I really wasn't that bad as your, parent. And, this person here goes on to say, hey, Blake, I know you don't want to talk to me, but before I finalize my will, I want to make sure you want my Etsy business and my stash of crystals and stones. And Blank gave me Grandma and Blank engagement ring when I was there. This is also for you in the kitchen in the lower right cabinet facing west. This is what's left of the china for you. If you choose not to get it, let me know, because the pattern is called Elizabeth. Hope things go well for you. Love, the mother person. Okay. Yeah, consider the fact this person is a narcissist and, abused OP. This person's getting a 50 out of 50. Good job for uninviting yourself from the wedding. I mean, I bet that saved OP a lot of time. This next post here says, husband has barely spoken to her in over a year, and sister has her blocked on everything. I guess even their birthdays aren't really theirs anymore. And this person here says, happy birthday, amazing son. Your sister called me on her birthday, February 12th, to tell me that it's not only her birthday, but it's also mine too, because I gave birth to her. No it's not, mate. No it's not. Unless you were born the same day, it's not your birthday, mate. I guess having another birthday today along with you, because at 6:37 a.m. this morning, the year that you were born, I gave birth to a beautiful blonde-haired, blue-eyed baby boy. You are a great man and I love you to pieces. Have a wonderful day and year, son. I look forward to seeing you soon, Mom. Okay. This is getting a 40 out of 50. It's their birthdays, not yours, mate. This next post here says, this is just a small taste. He is super misogynistic. I tried to tell him that I was almost ard in his house by his roommate, and he just told me that I'm a feminist and lying. He has young girlfriends in the Philippines because American women just want my money, while he sends them money every week. Oh, well, that's a bit hypocritical. And this person here says, I don't like the way that you talk to us, and it never gets better. Sometimes I just want a normal conversation. Us, me, my sisters, everyone, that's fine too. Like, you always just talk about actual stuff, or you're just blaming us for things, and I really don't like it. Like, I can never just have a normal conversation with you. Everyone has to make their own decisions. I am not a normal person. But you're a father, and you should act like one at least. I am who I need to be. Okay, let's just take this one day at a time. I bet you didn't know that my sister was suicidal after going through that stuff with her abusive ex, so for you to say that stuff about her is just a kick in the face. Suicidal? I call BS on that. Yeah, I'm done talking to you. Yeah, I would cut him out of your life, OP. And, this person's getting a 50 out of 50. This person is so toxic, they are approaching Chernobyl levels of radioactive. This next post here says, insane parents on TikTok talking about their brainwashed adult children and discussing secretly ways on how to detox the vaccine out of them. And this person here says, fully indoctrinated college student thinks we're all brainwashed. She doesn't live here, lol. Has an apartment at school. I wish she could trust me enough to at least have an adult conversation. Same. Except mine works at Target, and because she quit her profession of being a hairdresser, the guilt of not seeing this sooner eats me alive every day. But hey, guess who got sick because she continues to wear a mask at work even though she doesn't have to? Oh, I hear you. I woke up April 2020. She even voted for that clown, and she got the Rona and double vaxxed with JJ. I am so worried. Okay, before I go any further, one, the vaccine is meant to more or less make sure that you probably won't die of the Rona if you get it. It's you are still supposed to, well, you're still recommended to maybe take some safety protocols before, while cases are on the rise. And, two, you really still should wear a mask because this is not a political issue, this is a public health issue. And this person here says, oh wow, I'm sorry to hear that. I begged my kids not to get it, like cried begged. Make her some dandelion tea and sneak it in. Maybe make bath bombs out of earth, Aztec clay, and baking soda. Where do you get Aztec clay? I wanna know. Bind it with honey and give them to her wrapped as gifts in cute, cheap netting or cellophane. My 22-year-old stepdaughter had to get it right after the lockdown, or they said she couldn't go back to school. It was her last year at college. We worry about her.
Is that for a bath?
Yeah, she could use it thinking it's a breath bulb, but really it'll detox her body. Add some drops of lemon, essential oil, or whatever, she'd never know.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Let's give it a go.
Okay, this is gonna get 50 out of 50. Okay, I really cannot believe I'm having to say this, but the vaccine is meant to more or less. It's supposed to make sure you won't die of the Rona, or at least lower your chances of dying, not to completely prevent you from getting it. You should still take safety protocols, especially with this new Omicron variant out there. I think with that, that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.